Fear tingles down your spine and hairs stand on end. Mysteries unknown and tales in the dark. Are you ready? Hello? The scariest stories are the ones still happening. Some killers don't vanish into the night. They blend into it. They evolve. And while investigators box up evidence and families pray for closure, the truth may be quietly stalking its next victim. Tonight, we continue our descent into the world of serial murders who vanished like ghosts. Or worse, they never left. Welcome to Nightly Haven. This is part 2. And the first one we're going to start with is the Colonial Parkway Murderers. It's Virginia, 1986 to 1989. It was supposed to be scenic, a winding road through Virginia's historical heart, where couples parked to escape into each other's company. But between 1986 and 1989, it became something else. A lover's lane turned hunting ground. At least 4 double homicides occurred in the area. All couples, all killed in eerily similar ways. Throats slashed, strangled, or shot. Often there was no sign of a struggle. Some cars were found with the doors open, keys in the ignition. Others were staged to look like accidents. In some cases, the bodies were never found at all, just empty vehicles and a thick fog of dread. The victims in these cases was Kathy Thomas and Rebecca Dowski, 1986. David Knobling and Robin Edwards, 1987. Richard Call and Cassandra Haley, 1988. Their bodies were never recovered. Anna Marie Phelps and Daniel Laurel in 1989. Despite the pattern, no one was ever arrested. Theories abound, and an ex-cop, a military serviceman, or someone impersonating law enforcement. The idea of a uniformed predator someone's victims would have trusted still haunts the case. FBI documents have leaked. Family members have become their own investigators, but decades later, the killer has yet to be unmasked. Now, the Redhead Murders. This was in southern U.S. Between 1978 and 1992, and possibly beyond. Along the interstate and rural highway of spanning Tennessee, Arkansas, Kentucky, and West Virginia, the bodies of red-haired women begin turning up. Often naked, beaten, and dumped near roadsides. The victims were mostly white women with reddish to auburn hair. Many were never identified, dubbed Jane Doe. Their lifestyles varied. Some were believed to be hitchhikers or workers, and others simply transient. At least 6 confirmed victims are believed to be connected, but there may be more, possibly dozens. One victim, known for its decade as Jane Doe, after being found in Greene County, Tennessee in 1985, was only recently identified through DNA as Tina Marie Farmer. She was 21. Her killer, like the others, remain unknown. The pattern is disturbing. I mean, The geographic range is vast, and the silence surrounding the cases suggests that the killer may have taken advantage of victims others overlooked. Whoever he was, he knew how to disappear. Perhaps he's still out there, or perhaps he lies low, reading headlines about the murders he got away with. Now, the next one may be a little more well known, the Chicago Strangler. In Chicago, Illinois, 2001 to present, over 50 women, mostly black, mostly underserved communities, all strangled and discarded in abandoned buildings, alleys, and vacant lots. That just makes me sick. They just threw them away like trash. That's awful. That's disgusting. Since 2001, a disturbing number of women in Chicago have been murdered under strikingly similar circumstances. Many were lady of the night workers and or struggling with addiction. Most were found partially clothed, bodies left like trash in neglected corners of the city. The pattern was too consistent to ignore. The Murder Accountability Project, which used algorithms to detect serial killing patterns, flagged the Chicago case as the possible work of one or more active serial killers. Despite this, the city has been slow to act. The cases are often treated as individual, disconnected tragedies rather than a large, more terrifying picture. But the number speaks, the pattern speaks, and somewhere the killer may still be watching, knowing he's been allowed to vanish among the noise. The Long Island Killer. Long Island, New York, 1996 to 2011 and beyond. In December of 2010, a police searching for missing ladies of the night, Shannon Gilbert and Gilgo Beach, stumbled onto something else entirely. 4 bodies wrapped in burlap hidden underneath. In the months that followed, remains of at least 11 victims were discovered along Ocean Parkway. The victims were mostly women, believed to be ladies of the night workers, contacted through Craigslist. Craigslist is dangerous. Be vigilant, ladies. Some remains were dismembered. Others were found miles apart. One victim was a toddler. Another was an Asian male dressed in women's clothing. The mystery deepened when it revealed that several of the victims disappeared years before. Someone had been hunting a very, very long time, carefully and methodically. For over a decade, the case haunted investigators and true crime communities alike. In 2023, police arrested Rex Herman, a Long Island architect, in connection to several of the Gilgo Beach murders. DNA evidence and digital records linked him to at least 3 of the victims. But not all the remains have been tied to Herman, and questions still linger. Was he the only killer? Or was he just one player in a much larger, darker story? In the end, the wind carries stories through the trees, names, whispers, and lives forgotten, footprints fading into the dirt. There are tales that the light just doesn't touch. The one buried beneath the headline in silence. As we step away from this chapter, remember the shadows never sleep. And some killers never truly disappear. They wait in the quiet. They breathe in the stillness. And sometimes they're closer than we dare like to believe. We've only scratched the surface. Stay curious, stay cautious, and until next time, keep your eyes on the dark.